business. It's a very bold and some may say egotistical statement to make, but I stand by what we set out to make this business, and that was a business that connected people together where everybody was valued. And partner really meant partner, not just another company bandying about the word partnership like all companies seem to nowadays, but for it to really actually mean partnership. So what does partnership mean to me? It's quite simple. It means that we try and listen to everything that everybody has to say. Now, of course, as you know, we can't take it all on board. But as you know, so much of what happens in our organization is based on what you tell us in a collaboration with you. That's what partnership means. And I like to think that every single individual is valued in the organization, and that means something. So to me, it's not just another word. It actually means something very special. So when we started this organization, we decided to say that it was for the people. It wasn't going to be a corporate run operation like I've been involved with so many years. It wasn't going to be run by bloody accountants. It was going to be run by the people who know what they're doing. Of course, we can't let people run every aspect of business. There'd be chaos. We have to take charge of some things. But you know what I mean about connection, about collaboration, about feeling valued. Some of the things that so many companies that are far bigger than us tend to forget, usually, and I've been there myself, where the accountants and the directors take over, and they forget who is the central heartbeat of the business. In nowhere, in any company have I ever worked in, or been a part of, or consulted for, or been a sleeping director for, has the importance of people meant so much. But in so many organizations, it's actually forgotten that it's the network of people, the reps, the agents, the partners, call what they are, that are the heartbeat of the organization. And I want you to always feel that you are the heartbeat of what we do. You know, without you, there isn't any business at all. So, you know, that's what partnership means to me. So, today, I'm going to tell you about a brand new catalogue. I'm going to launch 3 brand new VivaMK branded products. I'm going to show you what our next health products are. And of course, I might throw in a few shenanigans as well, as per usual. But the funny thing is, next time we have a Zoom, which will be sometime in August, you know, bizarrely, and it will still be in the middle of the summer, but the next Zoom will be all about the Christmas showcase and the Christmas catalogue. Can you believe that? Well, I can, because we've been creating it and preparing it since April. So that's bizarre that in about 4 weeks it'll all be about Christmas. But today, I really want to talk about what's happening for the rest of July, because that's what's most important. And I love this connection with us because you hear it directly from me with companies like ours that have so many people involved and so many people that can give out misinformation. It's so important for you to give me your questions so that I can answer them, so we can stay on the same page. Talking of pages, we've got pages scattered everywhere. Since the last time we met, of course, this was launched, the new You and Yours catalogue. That was the last catalogue to be revealed. And of course, this eco launch of ours, the one of our biggest catalogues to date, now has about 100,000 copies in circulation. Now, that may not mean much, and I don't like bandying about numbers, but that basically says it's one of our fastest moving catalogues since we started this organization. There's more of these out there than any other catalog we have, and that's quite phenomenal. And you know, talking about partnership, it was you guys that pressed so much about having an all-inclusive eco catalogue. So I thank all of you that pushed and pressed us to do that. It only took 2 years, and we got there in the end. And some of the products in this are selling so well, it's made us consider bigger branding collaborations. And one of those you've seen recently was our collaboration with this company, D2W. Now, to many of you, they may just seem like more disposal bags, but this is quite a unique company. I won't talk too much about it because I've already told you about this. These bags have some technology behind them. They take 18 months to biodegrade to nothing without any harmful residue. Now that's quite something. The average plastic bag could take up to 100 years. So this collaboration, which I expect will grow and we'll have flyers to contribute to it arriving this week, is going to be another one of our eco-friendly successes. Anyway, that's all happened. Let's talk about what's happening next. So as you know, the House-Powered catalogue is our staple catalogue. It has all our basic products in it, 80 pages full of everyday essential products. Well, of course, you'll do a new one. The new House-Powered 2023, you'll have the full PDF on Friday. And it is a stunning catalogue, 80 pages of products, and you'll be able to buy it next week, so it's fully in production as we speak. 80 pages, 250 individual products, of which there are over 50 brand new lines you've never seen before. Now, House-Powered has always been our staple catalogue. Now, this is obviously going to give you a real run for its money, but House-Powered is our staple catalogue next to the Christmas catalogue, which of course, as you know, is the biggest catalogue of the year. House-Powered has everything that we brand ourselves. It also has all your everyday essentials. So I think you're going to be very, very pleased with the new House-Powered, of which you'll start getting reveals this week. I'm sure the office stamps will give you some reveals. And on Friday, you'll get the full PDF, so you'll see what it's all about. And this time, well, next week, you'll be able to buy it. Again, 80 pages, the biggest catalogue that we produce. Really pleased with that. And it's our basic everyday catalogue. So, in that, like I said, there's over 50 brand new products that we've never sold before. We're rapidly running out of space. But I think investment in newness is important, but not just in newness for the sake of having newness, but things that we think people actually want. That's the big difference with things that you get in House-Powered. We try and source products that we think people actually want. And one of those products, we, as you know, sell a product called, I think it's called Revive. Yes, it's called Revive. I should actually know my own products or our own products. Revive is a fabric freshener. And it's been an exceptional seller. It had the apple fragrance, crisp apple. Many of you asked for a new fragrance in that, and you'll be getting a brand new fragrance, and it's fresh linen. So we've got a second Revive coming out, and that'll be available in the House-Powered catalogue. Fresh linen to add to the Revive range. If it does as well as Crisp Apple has done, then there's no doubt we'll probably have a third fragrance to add to that portfolio very soon. As you know, second product I'll tell you about that's coming out in this brand new catalogue. As you know, the rules and regulations against any pesticides and anything that deters pests or kills pests, the legislation behind it is going to get tougher and tougher. And in 2024, many of the products that you possibly use now aren't going to be able to use in this country. Pesticides is among that. And one of the products many of you have asked for over the months is a slug repellent. So we have our own eco-friendly slug repellent in bottle form coming out in the House-Powered catalogue. And the special thing about that is, note I said eco-friendly. It's one of the first products that won't harm the snails, it'll just deter them. Nearly all of our repellents, no, in fact, let me change that. All of our repellents, none of them kill the pests, they all deter them. So eco-friendly slug repellent in a spray bottle, which will be available in the House-Powered catalogue that we'll have this week and next week. And that for us is quite a coup because, like I said, the legislation behind even slug repellents, no matter what you think about them, even against slug repellents, is getting very strict. It's not because the world wants to necessarily save slugs. It's because the chemicals harm the environment and they attack the bees and they kill other insects. So anyway, eco-friendly slug repellent coming out. Now, the other product, the third product that you've been asking for, there's quite a number of things you've been asking for, and some of them are going to be in our brand new Houseproud catalogue. One thing you've particularly been asking for is a foam-based glass cleaner. So that has taken us quite a while to manufacture. So this will be foam-based, very high-performing, high-foam glass cleaner. So I would spray it now, but I remember demonstrating this once before. I nearly went blind at the time and choked. So it's not a good look on Zoom. So this will be available again in the Houseproud. This will be available in a matter of days. It's a 500ml can made by ourselves, and it's high-foaming glass cleaner. And it's available for glass surfaces, including windows, windscreens, mirrors, and of course display cabinets. So I think you'll be delighted with that, especially as so many of you have asked for it. So all three products are all going to be featured in Houseproud. So what else have we got? Now, as you know, we're through our VMK VIP qualification, which is consistent retail, and the reward is gala dinner, showcase tickets, and all those shenanigans that go with winning at the New Year showcase. So we have our first set of qualifiers. So I just want to read these names out. There's not many yet because we're only halfway through the year, but it's important to point out that consistent retail and consistent earning that income does attain these rewards. So our first tranche of people, as the list is still modest, it's nice to just read out and congratulate them. So congratulations in alphabetical order, I believe. Ali Lloyd and Jeff Locke, congratulations. Amanda and Nigel Oliver, Bob and Rosemary Hardy, David and Megan Saville, Janet Lyle and Steve Reese, Jennifer Maha, Kate and Tom Forbes, Kelly and Lisa Ratton, Tim and Richard Thresh, Magella Fox and Stuart Pike, Peter Savage, and Terry and Diane Williams. You've all qualified at the end of period, was it 6? Whichever period you just ended. You've just all qualified for VMK VIP. Congratulations to you. There's plenty of time for other people to qualify, and we will make the New Year Showcase Gala Dinner and Showcase an absolutely unforgettable event. Before I go on to VivaMK Health, I just need to answer a few of your questions. We've been bombarded with questions, and I refuse this time to answer questions about catalogue. You know what the question is. I'm not going to answer it because you know the goddamn answer. I'm not going to answer it. So, but the other question about catalogues is, when is the Christmas catalogue coming out? Well, Christmas, really. It comes out at Christmas, hence is the title. No, it's been launched in the first week of September. It's in production as we speak. It's going to be a bumper catalogue, the biggest Christmas catalogue we've done to date, and it'll be accompanied by a brand new personalised catalogue, of course, which will have a huge Christmas slant in it, and of course be also a brand new toys catalogue, Play. So Play, personalised, and Christmas all coming very soon, just in time, of course, for the season. You've asked about affordable bedding. Of course, as you know, affordable quality bedding, as it's called, I don't have the catalogue here in front of me, has been one of the big success stories of VivaMK this year. We have sold that much bedding. It's quite unbelievable. I wouldn't doubt if every street in this country has at least one set of our bedding on their beds. We've sold that many. The suppliers at suppliers, they actually visit our warehouse to do deliveries 3 times a week. That's a lorry full. 3 times a week of bedding is delivered. So it's been one of our huge success stories. The ranges will continue as long as we can get hold of them and as long as we can keep the prices as they are. And for those of you who don't know, the affordable bedding was brought in as part of the cost of living crisis, because it's common knowledge that when money is tight, some of the things that aren't bought regularly are things like bedding, and that's quite understandable. So the whole idea was to introduce this range that was affordable, but still was quality based. There's quite a few more designs in the pipeline. We're just getting them together. You'll see them in the next month or so. But what I'm most excited about, where affordable quality bedding is concerned, is our Halloween selection. I know you're thinking, hold on, and it's only July, and Halloween is like a million months away yet. You know what? I think it's the type that will sell all year long. All year long. A few years ago, we introduced personalized skull glasses, and we introduced them for Halloween, hence the skull, and they were a huge seller for Halloween. But you know, they sold all year long, and we still sell them now. So it's not just for Halloween, it's for life. So this new range, there's lots of new ranges coming your way in affordable bedding. I think you're all going to be stunned by them. The prices are phenomenal. Particularly excited about the Halloween range. So that answers that. You've asked me about showcase speakers. We're doing something slightly different this year. We'll let you know that in the next few weeks. It's far too early to talk about that yet, but we will let you know. As you know, the showcase is 2nd of September. If you can make it, please be there. The showcases aren't as much about or speakers or reveals or anything like that. Yes, of course, they're about shenanigans. They're about connecting. They're about getting together. They're about feeling that you belong in a group of people that value you and value each other. That's far more important. I think the word I was looking for was camaraderie. I think the camaraderie of a showcase outlasts any other element of it. So if you can be there, please be there. The details are on the official HQ group. It's in Coventry at the Doubletree Hilton, and you won't be disappointed. You really won't be. We've got quite an event lined up for you, and of course, the official launch of the Christmas catalogue and all the other catalogues and all the other things that are going to make this Christmas for us, in my humble opinion, and I hope the way we're building it, the best Christmas we've had. And by best, I don't just mean the sales, I mean penetration throughout the country, the availability of products. To me, as you know, success is more about trying to give you as much of your order as we possibly can. You know, along with wanting a partnership, if you saw at the beginning, I said about service. Service matters so much in this day and age. People no longer wait, and they no longer put up with bad service. They just don't. Customers will not put up with bad service, and they will not wait longer than they need to when they know they can get hold of Amazon and sometimes have things delivered on the same day, let alone in 24 hours. So service is paramount now. It's so important. You know, I've said this before, but long gone are the days when you have to wait for a week or 10 days for a delivery. Long gone are those days. No one wants to wait anymore. And you know what? Why should they? Why should the consumer have to wait for something? And the other thing is, you know, we've always had challenges in the past, not in this company, but in the past in other organizations I've worked with, of availability of stock. I know it's okay having hundreds of products on sale, but the availability is more important. You know, I'd rather sell 20 products that are always available than have 20,000 and only have 10% available. Because when products aren't available, it's disappointing to you, it's disappointing to your customers. And I don't ever want to fall into that rabbit hole ever again. I've been there, been hurt by it, and it doesn't work. You know, people's demand has to be satisfied as much as you possibly can. I know not every company has that as a standard, but here I want to keep that standard as long as I possibly can because it's part of our foundation, people and service. You know, try and get your delivery to you as fast as we can because people won't wait, and try and give you as much of your order that we possibly can. So we do invest heavily into stock. When you see things that are no longer available, this kind of goes on to the next question. When you see things that aren't available, they're not available probably for a couple of reasons. One, that the price of supply of that product is shot up in the air and we can't sell it at that price because it's just too expensive to sell. or it's completely gone. There was a couple of hoodies, another big seller for us, a couple of hoodies back when we first introduced hoodies. It was us that wiped the shelves clean of them. You bought so many that they were no longer supplyable. And that went also for the red, I think it's the red tartan one. The red tartan hoodie became obsolete because you guys bought so much. So that's the other reason sometimes stock isn't available. Generally, we keep our stock high. Takes a lot to manage to try and forecast that, which means you will ultimately be left with stock at the end of a run of a product. Because you buy so much, you will be left with stock that you can no longer get rid of because either the trend in that stock has gone or everybody that wanted to buy it within our scope has already got it. And that's the only time when we've tried everything with an item of a product, we will put it into the deals category where we'll knock the price so low that we'll also won't be able to pay the full back-end commission. But that's rare, and we don't have many products. As you know, we release a lot of products in the VivaMK active range. If you don't know what that is, then speak to your sponsor or check back on emails and things or look at the group. Active was all these FMCG products, fast moving products, and so far that's been a success for us. And by success, how do I measure that? Well, it's the lines selling out, lines selling very fast, and an overall interaction across the business, strengthening the digital side of our business. Because as you know, we exist in two spheres, catalogues and of course non-catalogues. So active is something that's we're going to work on even more over the coming weeks with a lot of exciting things to add. So on to VivaMK Health, and I notice I've been bleating on for 24 minutes already, 24 minutes of your valuable time. VivaMK Health, when we launched Health, it was all at the back end of the pandemic because we thought not only are people going to be wanting to lose weight, because as a nation we put on weight, or at least I put on a nation's weight myself. So not only were people wanting to lose weight, they were full of anxiety at the end of the pandemic, and they needed detoxing. So we introduced all those kind of products that help people lose weight, that are filled with vitamins. We added probiotics to our shakes to give you superior gut health. We gave you a sleeping product. All those products continue to do really well. I'm going to try and see if I can show you the next products. And the funny thing was, I said to the company that I wanted to produce a kind of product and get some motivational words in there, because I've never known a product to have some kind of motivational words in. I know it sounds crazy, but you know, as a company, as a collaboration, we do what the hell we want, and we do it in our way. So I thought it's about time we had a savory product, and the easiest savory product to have is, of course, is soup. Now, I don't really eat soup, but I'll eat this soup. And the reason I eat this soup because of the name. So if you bear with me, we are going to give you Confident Carrot and Coriander, and these are protein-based soups, full of protein, and a fantastic meal replacement. So the people that want to either control their calories, they can have protein soup. People who just want a burst of protein can have protein soup, but it'll be the first soup that has the word confident in it. I kid you not, because they did a double take when I said what I wanted it to be called. So Confident Carrot and Coriander, followed by motivating mixed vegetable. I don't know why it makes me laugh. Our product should be motivating me, but now it makes me laugh because the faces of the people when I said what I wanted it to be called. So motivating mixed vegetable, which again is a protein soup, and then the third one, which is a triumphant tomato. If you're going to have tomato soup, you may as well make it triumphant. So those are our products, and they're being manufactured as we speak. I'm intending to have them to you before the end of July, but it's our first savory products. Let me tell you a little bit about health products. It takes a long time to create health products. It really does. The first shakes are most popular product, the 3 flavored meal replacement shakes, took 18 months to launch, because the amount of legislation you have to go through, product testing, and any claims that have to be verified, it takes a long time. And the same with these soups. These soups have, the law agency even wanted to ask, well, why is mixed vegetables so motivating? What makes you think your carrot is confident? And I thought, it's not about the actual product. It's just about the way we motivate, use positive words. And in the end, I got them to my way of thinking. So anyway, those will be with you by the end of July. And I don't think you'll be disappointed. We've got a lot more health products in the pipeline. They're not moving as fast as I wanted to move. I don't mean selling. We sell a lot of them. I mean in their manufacturing process. It just takes so long to get these things done. So we have another product that's actually been on the operating table or on the manufacturing table for at least a year now, and it still hasn't got to the point where we can launch it. Because some lawyer always sticks his oar in or her oar in and says they don't like something. So they are coming, and they are coming along, and I appreciate what you're doing with them. The health ambassadors do so much for those products, and we'll do something else with the whole brand next year. But it's an important brand for us, because I'd like to think that some of our health products are quite unique in the way we present them. And we don't make any claims about them. We don't show before and after pictures, because I just think that is very tired and very old hat and very old school. So let's just do it a different way. Hence we call the range Believe in You, because for me it was never about the weight loss. It was nothing like that. It was about giving people confidence to actually be the way they want to be. If you want to lose weight to feel better, great, and then the products can do that. If you just want to feel better because you want to get your oats, and we all want our oats, of course, then we had a product for that. If you just wanted to sleep better because you'll feel better in the morning, we had a product for that. But it's more about having the belief in yourself. Hence we call the range Believe in You. And the loopholes that I had to jump through to get that product name launched was unbelievable. Hence, health takes a long time, but it's coming your way. So I think I've answered all your questions. Like I said, I refuse to answer the catalogue question because you know what the answer is. Somebody else has asked for dialogue boxes under every product that you order, so you can write dialogue in there to give us a message. I think that would be quite chaotic. But it's something we will look into, because like I've always said, we'll look into everything that you have suggested or recommended to us. Finally, look, I know there's lots of things going on with lots of companies around the country, but we just carry on doing our thing the way that we want to do our thing. And the beauty about our business is that, you asked for that and we were able to do it. It took us a bit longer than we wanted, but we were able to do it. Few of you wanted this brand. And I'd never heard of this brand before, and I should have done, but I've never heard of it. And when we looked into it, we thought, fantastic, you wanted this, and it took us a while, but we got there. You wanted a slug repellent, and we've been able to make it. And that's one of the things I love about this business. You know what you're talking about. I pretend I know what I'm talking about. Well, what a collaboration when it comes to creating products and just leading the way. So whatever's going on in companies out there, whether it's good, bad, or rotten, is reasonably indifferent to me, because we've got our own thing, we do it our own way, and we'll carry on doing it in this magical collaboration. And I do believe we can call ourselves the people's business, because of all the reasons that I think I've already given you. Somebody did ask me once, last Zoom, as to why we called ourselves that. And I did think to myself, it's quite an egotistical thing to call ourselves. But then there is some substance behind it, as there is with the word partnership. I do believe we are a partnership. I can't always listen to what everybody says, but we will take it on board. We now have hundreds of people, hundreds of recommendations. We can't manufacture everything, but we'll do our goddamn best if we find something that we can really utilize. Some of your suggestions have sold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of products. Who would have ever thought that one of our first products that and I always love telling the story that Arthur pestered me about, and we thought, right, we're going to name Arthur's ants after you. That'll teach you. And then people stopped giving recommendations because they did not want a toilet cleaner named after them. So we drew the line there. So anyway, thank you for listening. Next time we speak, it's going to be all about Christmas. That's how close we are to our biggest retailing season of the year. I think you're going to love House Proud 23. You'll see it all this week, so it's a big few weeks ahead for us. And all that remains to be said is thank you for supporting us, supporting our little journey here, and thank you to all the new people that have joined. There's so many new people joining, and I appreciate the way you're all supporting them, because it's not just about pummeling people in, it's about supporting them and nurturing them and showing them why we might just be that little bit different to anybody else out there. So thank you for listening, and I look forward to catching you up with you in about 4 weeks. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.